Good evening, everybody. Delighted to have you here for the 2012-2013 season launch party. You've heard us say that student engagement is at the core of everything we do. We are currently participating with a number of other major universities in a student engagement study, which has revealed that we actually have the most comprehensive student engagement program.
Okay, well, when I first came to TPA in fall 2010, I was a timid, doe-eyed sophomore who had no work experience to speak of. It wasn't long before my supervisor, Maggie, was encouraging me to take on a few independent projects. The biggest one, like she mentioned, was the guerrilla marketing plan for the Loft with the Loftmen. I mean, I got to practice my budgeting and my marketing and my management skills and, you know, all that stuff that you learn in school. But it was really, really fun, and they really gave me free range to kind of tackle this project that, you know, it was really exciting and I felt passionately about it, so I just got to kind of run with it.
And now what you came for, the 2012-2013 Texas Performing Arts season. Laurie Anderson, the performance artist who hasn't been in Austin for about 10 years, is coming back to do her work called Dirt Day, her and her blue violin. Laurie, this is the third installment of a series of solo works that she's done. And then after the election, the week after, I've got two, and I will say this is very Austin, and I know there are people from both sides of the aisle here, but this I'm taking the arts more liberal side, which is bringing Frank Rich and Fran Lebowitz, two dear friends in New York. They are mutually politically opinionated people, and I assure you, regardless of the outcome, it will be a very colorful discussion. We also have in residence for 10 days, and without Mellon, we wouldn't be able to do this. Eighth Blackbird will be here. Eighth Blackbird just got a Grammy Award for the music to Slide, which they premiered here a couple of years ago, and they will be in residence for 10 days with concerts on either end. Jeremy Dank, who is a well-known young pianist, he's coming and he's going to christen our new piano. We also have some other wonderful classical events. We've Dawn Upshaw's coming back to do the recital she had to cancel this year because of health issues. Edgar Meyer, the bassist, the last time he was here, he was playing with Zakir Hussain and Bela Fleck. Here he's coming in his original handle as a classical bassist. He's a rock star. To wrap up our classical offerings, we have two artists that make their instruments into something extraordinary. Both of them take arrangements that were not usually written for their two instruments, which are trumpet and organ, and they rearrange them for their instruments. And the other artist is an organist. Organs have been relegated often to churches, which is fine, and practice rooms and conservatories, but this guy has transformed the world of the organ. This guy makes no apologies for what he does. He's putting the organ on the map in a very contemporary, relevant way, and you can't do that unless you've got the chops to match, and he has them. On to theater. We, again, are trying to keep up with our theater offerings. One of the things we're doing is bringing Mike Daisey back. We're also bringing in a wonderful company from Chile as part of our Artes Americas program. This is a company that combines live theater with film noir. We are happy to feature one of the theater department's productions that's going to be on their subscription series this year. This is Lynn Nottage's Crumbs from the Table of Joy. Again, it happened in the 50s, and as Lynn Nottage said herself, in her mind, the 50s was a very black and white era, and she wanted to give it some color in this play. We've got the National Theatre of Scotland, who are becoming downright family to us, coming back. We're very excited. They're coming in 2014, and the Black Watch is coming back. So we're excited about that. But next year, we're bringing a new piece called The Strange Undoing of Prudencia Hart. We've got some great jazz performances, including Joe Lovano and Dave Douglas and Maria Schneider with the Longhorn Jazz Orchestra. We also have one of what my staff calls the elders of jazz, sort of the dean of Latin jazz, and that's Chucho Valdez will be coming from San Antonio. And to complement sort of old guard Afro-Cuban, I thought I would bring the youngest heir to the throne, Daphnis Prieto. Christina Pato, the Wild Woman. Well, sure enough, she has her own band, and I thought we'd take the opportunity to bring her back. And we also have, coming back, is Gilberto Gil. He's always a popular artist on our stages. We've got a couple of other dance companies coming as part of our Artists Americas program. We have Grupo Corpo from Brazil coming back. Also the solo dance performance by Australian choreographer Meryl Tankard. You know, Cirque du Soleil sort of pioneered the theater circus and then took it to the next level. This was one of the most incredible companies that I saw. They're out of Australia. They're called Circa. We also have a couple of concerts that normally wouldn't be on our series that are on the series. Manhattan Transfer is coming to do their holiday program. Bill Cosby is coming back. He hasn't been here since we opened the season. And to wrap up our evening, and thank you for your patience. I really love what we've put together, and it's important that I get a chance to share it with you. We have the New York delegation from Broadway Cross America.
Gosto tanto de você assim.